kind of do or die at this point, so I didn't really give myself time to keep on resetting the single player part, especially this deep into it, but here we are. Still have no idea what to do for a hole-in-one here.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Complete. Nice shot. Nice shot. Okay.
Well, because plain and simple, most of the greens are either way up high or a lot of these greens like this hole, for instance, you can literally just shoot immediately because of Birdo's fade, whereas Waluigi, you can't do that unless you flip him to lefty. And I haven't gotten used to lefty Wally yet, so I'm using Birdo. She's equally viable. Yeah, there's a... and Funky Pharaoh's another obvious example. You can do that in 2 shots, whereas Wally pretty much can't. Unless you flip him to lefty. Because the problem is with his draw, if you try to induce the fade to go through the rain, then you'll just end up on the hazards on the left side. And you won't have a shot to the green. You'd get to approach range at best. Well, sometimes the edits loft and spin do come in clutch. Sometimes. Oh, we do have this flag. I just happen to have gotten a little deeper this time. Okay. I thought based on the fact that I was given a 3-iron, I had the other flag. Okay. Back here again already.
Nice shot.
388. So that screams center flag to me. Garbage lie. Less nice.
Nice shot.
That's the one problem with Birdo, though, is her impact is less, so sometimes when she has shitty lies, that means that she'll often have 0 impact zone when the going gets tough. And this is especially true on Dolphin Dreams, where if your second shot ends up in the bunker, then you're often forced to play a 0 impact zone shot in order to get far enough to clear the 3rd ring. Which is a real pain in the ass. So every decision comes with trade-offs. How did that miss, by the way?
Complete.
Whatever. So we're losing time here, most definitely. And we have garbage flag this time. Oh dear. There we go, genius move.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Complete.
Yeah. So still no guarantee even with Wally, really.
Good. Okay.
Oh, that's not bad.
Birdie putt.
Back flag is a nuisance here.
Complete.
Front flag is so much better.
Nice shot. Good.
Yeah, at least Fate characters are finally given something in these games. Fate characters totally got the shaft, no pun intended, in the N64 game. Like, DK is like the only good Fate character. Everyone else is either too weak, hits too low, or has too much Fate for their power level.
Okay. Good. Complete.
Hey, Lamau, okay. I might not need the power shot here, actually, if this goes far enough.
Nice shot.
Negotiate the column and we're good to go.
Birdie putt. Complete.
Ain't that how every game is, though? Yeah, he's kind of almost more akin to like being a dark clone of Daisy. If you really think about it.
Nice shot. Complete.
The curve is almost identical.
Nice.
Hopefully this doesn't go too far right. It probably does. Yeah, the slice killed it.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Good. Complete.
Okay. Hopefully I aimed enough here. Because I sometimes under aim and miss that ring if I'm trying to do it too quickly. Front flag this time. So this time we go aggro. We want to be past this column, and then we'll cross the final ring on our way back. Plus 7% is kind of serious, so I'm going to back this up anyway. Even though backspin is strong in its own right.
Complete. Nice shot. Good. Complete.
Okay. That'll help a little. It's a little harder than I would like, but I should still have something to work with.
Nice shot. Nice.
Back flag again.
Birdie putt.
Did you know that you can pre-press B to switch to meter, like, you know, virtually instantly?
Nice shot. Good.
Those darn furniture movers, right? Doing the kind of shit I could never do, so God bless.
Nice
I'm too old. I'm like Shadow the Retriever. Hopefully this isn't too hard or too somewhere. Okay, this works. I'm gonna hit it harder, but spin it faster. There we go, that's a better shot. Because I keep getting that flag and I keep hitting it short because of my tendency to play lower approaches. There we go, that should be just enough. This is downhill, so this needs to bite lots. Hey, Lamau.
Excellent. Birdie putt. Complete.
Mash and bun too much. All right.
Nice shot.
Minor, all things considered. Didn't get screwed over yet, so no biggie.
Nice.
Keep this in check.
Okay.
Just in case I land in the bunker, maybe I'll still be able to plow through.
Nice.
Okay. I didn't mean literally, but
Complete.
yeah, I guess literally. All right, awesome.
Nice shot. Good.
Just shy of the uvula, so we are pretty good here. If that bunker weren't in the way, I would legit putt. Like if it was front flag, and if the bunker wasn't in the way.
Nice shot.
If this flies a little far, then so be it. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, that was actually enough to lift it over outright. Oh, damn, okay. We gotta be subtle with these things, you see? Yeah, we gotta be subtle with these things. Please get past the pot bunker. Topspin's a mistake, but I don't care at this point. Anything to be past that damn pot bunker.
Complete. Nice shot.
This should be a good correction.
Nice. Nice on. Birdie putt.
There needs to be like a Kaizo version that like is like similar but slightly harder, but harder versions of these things. Pretty cool.
Nice shot.
Do we have a good bounce here? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, well, break is a good thing, and that's good rough, so maybe I can actually make it this time.
Nice.
-3 scary, but I think we still make it.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
I don't know what this is gonna do. I hit this too hard, but that's fine. We had 2 shots.
Complete. Nice shot.
This is the slope I wanted to avoid, but I think maybe we're okay anyway.
Nice shot. Nice.
Damn, couldn't avoid it. Center flag again, which is nice.
Nice shot.
I don't know if I wanted that much backspin, but we'll see. Definitely not.
Complete.
I'm a god. Okay. Keep going. Serious wind.
Nice shot.
So I do gotta be careful.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Good. Complete.
Lots of rains indeed today. Over 500 of them, in fact.
Okay.
Oh, don't you dare. Okay, good. That actually gives me a lot of room to play.
Complete.
This lie. Okay, let's see here. What can I do? Oh boy.
Good.
Freaking garbage. Immensely frustrating there. Alright. I mean, if according to you it only saves 3 seconds when done optimally, and there's so much that can go wrong, so whatever.
Good. Okay.
I'm not gonna mess it up. I'm not gonna be the one to mess it up.
Nice shot. Complete.
Well, that's the funny thing, is not only is HUD bound slower, but I can't even do that, so I guess that cancels that out too.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, now we get back to this bastard that has killed me 3 times already today. This is where all the time save is, probably.
Nice shot.
We gotta do some type of backspin. Don't want to be too far away here. Not see!
Complete.
Finally. Goddamn piece of shit. Alright. Not near as much time to save here, so I'll just take what I can get. 4.5 minutes is not bad for Badlands. It's this flag, okay. That's fine, I'll just set myself up for a fair, good putt here.
On. Birdie putt. Complete.
Oh lord, 3 wood. I don't like that.
Nice.
That means I have left flag, don't I? So what can we do about that?
Nice shot. Okay.
I am. Alright, this is routine. This is easy.
Complete.
Yes! First time junior breath. Yes!
Nice shot.
I hope to, but if I find myself choking too deep in, then I'll just have to think of something else to do.
Nice shot.
Indeed I did. I always find a way. Back flag is good.
Nice shot.
Back flag is good.
Complete.
Get ourselves into prime real estate here.
Nice shot.
Hopefully I don't land on fast fairway, but I probably did. But even if so, is that a bad thing? Not yet, it's not. But just in case. And that turns out to be amazing. Okay, so I'm cool with that.
Complete. Nice shot.
This is sadly not on pace for my one-player PB. One-player PB is a low 22 now, so that's not going to happen here. But a low 23? Sure. Absolutely. Part of it is Volcano takes so damn long.
Okay.
Oh boy. We gotta let this run. Get over the jank.
Complete.
It was on the jank, but we still made it. Okay, good. Now, tailwind, okay. Oof. You want to see the finest play today.
Nice shot.
This is bad. But how is it bad? Let's see here. Oh, I didn't even make it to the rock. Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't think this is going to work out very well for us here. I'm going to re-roll this. Okay, that's much better. Much better.
Nice shot.
Better to just, you know, wave the white flag early. There we go. Because, I mean, I'm not a coward, but I'm also not an idiot.
Nice shot.
Once this lands, this needs to stop at all costs. So there we go. I don't know what the hell the game was thinking with the shot I was setting up, but this'll land like a dead cat, so all I gotta do is just take it in 2 putts.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Complete. New character unlocked.
No. Not making that mistake again.
Nice shot.
Don't miss this, you foof.
Good. Nice on.
Yeah, low 23 is pretty damn nice, honestly.
Launcher.
Okay. Birdie putt.
I hate this cut with a passion.
Complete.
But at this point, I'm too deep in. Just gotta go. Alright, fresh memories. +1 might actually save this. Yes, it does. Good, so now Wally can just any percent this.
Nice shot.
And off we go.
Nice shot. Nice on. Nice on. Birdie putt. Birdie putt.
Mhm. Back flag. Something to be aware of here. So I'm going to try to fade this as much as possible. Oh, that's right. I think we forgo power here, but that's fine. That's fine. Because now Wally's going to be a little cramped. This is going to be a little strong, but so be it. Because I'm not usually given the 3-wood there, but that's fine. I keep missing the center ring here, so I always check to make sure. It's fine.
Nice shot.
This is like a memory test at this point now.
Complete.
And a get lucky test. No topspin. I don't want to be in this bunker again.
Nice.
Perfect.
Nice shot. Good.
Yep, as usual, Wally's up next.
Nice shot.
This is left flag. Okay, good. Nah, we're not doing that.
Nice shot.
Just want to not be too close. It's the only thing.
Nice shot.
And then we're gonna have this giant 25-meter putt for Birdo, but that's fine.
Nice on.
I thought I was gonna be given the punch, but apparently I'm just deep enough beneath the tree to not have that be a concern. We gotta hit this hard. Lots of slope. Still too short. Too short.
Birdie putt. Complete. Nice shot. Good. Okay. Nice shot.
Want to get Wally out as far as possible so that his draw can get all the 3 rings comfortably and have a green and red chance.
Nice shot.
Which should happen here. Let that hill absorb the blow. Beautiful. I hope this lands short. Darn, okay.
On. Birdie putt.
Destroying putts lately here, so that's good. Oh, that was a little inside.
Complete.
Now I remember.
Good.
Okay, now it's all coming back to me. From the week prior.
Okay.
It's all coming back to me now. We're just gonna let this go straight. Darn. That was aggressive, okay. We'll pull this one back slightly.
Complete.
Good. Alright, now for the memory test.
Nice shot.
Oh, this is front flag. Okay, good. 325.
Nice shot.
100% Wally goes first. Yep, okay.
Nice shot.
Lower him a little. There we go. Otherwise, we're going just above the ring. Just to be more certain there. This should be pretty darn good here. Land just short and splash up. Yeah. And then my patented technology. Bait hook. But I think I lost a little bit much there, but that's fine. We'll gain it all right back there.
Birdie putt. Complete.
All right, looking good here. All right. Dang it, that's center flag, isn't it? Yeah, 368 or something like that is the front one. This one's a little tougher.
Shot.
We need to recover some loft here. That's fine. You just cannot slice if you're trying to punch these. And that's pretty good. That slope is severe, so really hard to get anything accomplished. Okay. Got a thing accomplished.
Complete.
The pummeling continues. As do the slight micro optimizations. The wind's gonna prop this up, so I can afford to hit this weaker. Nice. Okay.
Nice shot.
How the fuck did that miss? I hate that. I hate that right ring with a passion. Also good. Okay. I think it's the. I think the. Yep, the hook did me in again. No.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Good.
At least that's consistent, so that's cool.
Nice shot. Okay.
There we go.
Nice shot. Complete. Nice shot.
This will give me even more confident bite here to survive. There we go. Good. I think that's the correct mistake here.
Good.
Nice.
Nice shot.
Close enough.
Nice shot.
Beauty.
It's on. Birdie putt.
Nice UFO today.
Complete.
I remember everything now. We send Birdo long and Wally short. 203. And almost always Birdo is the one that goes first. Because Wally gets tighter against the wall, so this first. Careful here.
Nice shot.
A little bit of breathing room. And then we pivot at this corner,
Shot.
or at this, like, strip here. This is gonna be a little deep, but we are landing short, so that's nice. It's an absolute beauty.
Nice shot. Nice.
Hey, Lamau. Nice and flat.
Birdie putt. Complete. Nice shot.
I think I'll still go through all four here.
Good. Nice. Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice. Nice shot.
I like this. That's fine, we have 2 shots.
Nice shot.
Please be strong enough.
Birdie putt.
I'm losing time because of the failures on the first hole.
Complete.
Everything else was insanely good there.
Nice shot. Good.
195.
Nice shot.
Just in case I slice. Good. That's good enough.
Nice shot.
And that's good.
Complete.
Alright, now for these goddamn pirates. I have plenty of time here.
Good.
Okay, now Wally's gonna have to be back up because Birdo's not gonna be able to get that cleanly, so... Regrettably.
Okay.
Rough. Okay, goddamn. Alright, what do we do? Let's see, can Wally reach that?
Nice shot.
Alright, let's do this. Yes, he can. Okay, yeah, definitely.
Nice shot.
Use the fast. Wait, crap. If we have this and this, then... Okay, yeah, so... Oh, yeah, Wally will be on his 3rd shot, so he'll just go over there. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Nice shot. Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Wally has to go to the left, though. And thankfully, he has a draw.
Nice shot.
Had to flip the script there a bit.
Nice.
Had to improvise. But this is a hole that is rife with opportunities for that. Oh, no, fast. Oh, no. That putt's gonna be more awkward than necessary now. I got lazy. What I need to do is just hit high with super back, do the anti-speedrun thing. Fucking A. That breaks way too much. These putts are way too damn hard.
Nice shot.
The putt was super clutch. Thought I ruined it.
Nice shot.
But yeah, I mean, if my typical plan goes according to plan, then I can look at getting birdies with both of them. Or maybe not birdies with both. Well, one birdie. I can definitely get one birdie if everything goes according to plan, the usual plan. Okay, semi is perfectly good. Slide is garbage. We're gonna let this go. Can't backspin this anymore. That was a nasty, nasty bounce. Fortunate matter of the fact there. And with a bounce like that, backspin would have maybe made things worse. Always something. Okay. Thinking putts like it's nothing though, so get this next hole and we have huge time save. Cause I guess, yeah, Pirates kicks my ass, so that probably caused me to reset at least once before. We're gonna go rolling, rolling, rolling. Wow, I somehow caught that bunker there, but that's okay for now. That's okay for now. Yeah, because we gotta bail anyway, so... But now this is a little iffy. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll make it work. Oh, this still carries loads. Okay, so we're good there. Aggression.
Complete.
Giant.
Nice shot.
The memories are flooding back, and now I approach this with dread. Oof. It is time, perhaps. Okay, that's fine. We have acquired rain. Okay. That's all we need. All I need now is to be by that right rain in 3 shots. That's all I need. And as for this adventure,
Nice shot.
this is fine because I just need to be in position. Once again, I just need to be in the correct position in 3 shots. So no big deal yet. And I'm not gonna waste like a minute and a half trying to play this hole like a hero.
Nice.
Yeah, and pipe too.
Nice shot.
This is fine. And we have front flag too, so beauty.
Nice shot.
Yeah, thank God for that. All right.
Complete.
Now for this asshole and his sore aches.
Nice shot.
Beautiful. Over the red mushroom. We go.
Nice shot. Good. Nice. Nice on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cannot lose sight of the objective here. Careful now.
Nice shot.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice shot.
It seems there hasn't been any progress on that project in a very long time.
Birdie putt.
But at least we have something. We need someone like Death Basket,
Complete.
who was basically able to reverse engineer Mario Golf N64 and did all sorts of crazy challenges.
Nice shot.
Like, did a challenge where it went through the whole game where all fairway was OB. That was absolutely insane. I should try something similar here, where all fairways OB, so you can't even land on it. All right, so Wally first. Ah, thank you for the good luck. I gleefully await your return to Mario Golfing.
Okay. Good.
That would probably be impossible, honestly. But I've questioned many things as impossible before and made them possible anyway, because that's who I am, and I think I lost too much distance here, so I think we are kind of sort of in bad shape. Goddamn, bad luck Birdo strikes again. Rawr. I hate this hole. I hate it. Maybe if I send Birdo further, then we'll be able to mitigate the bad luck somewhat. And then maybe, because I feel awesome today.
Okay. Good. Okay. Good.
That is a play you will not see anyone else do.
Nice. Nice.
Sometimes anger's a wonderful thing. Frickin' eagle. Hey, Lamau, dude.
Complete.
Oh, this godforsaken trash. Alright, half a low fade.
Nice shot. Good.
At least we have front flag, so that's nice. And now for the good old-fashioned 90% awesomeness. Or thereabouts.
Nice shot. Okay. Nice on.
Nice. 420 for extra dank.
Birdie
Really
putt.
slaughtering this split. Dear Jesus.
Complete.
There we go. With one big redo. All right, and then for this, do I really want to do that? No, I want to do this, darn it.
Nice shot. Good.
Okay, this is fine because I have 3 shots, so that's fine.
Nice shot.
That is perfectly fine. In spite of being downslope to Kingdom Come, maybe Waluigi can still do something here. Good enough. This is the good flag, so I like this.
Nice shot. Nice on. Birdie putt. Birdie putt. Complete.
All right, now things get bad.
Nice shot. Okay. Nice shot. Good.
Ugh, I need to actually aim at the bomb, probably. Okay.
Nice shot.
This win might either prove... This win is probably a curse, but... Okay. As long as we're redoing shit early.
Nice shot. Okay. Nice shot.
This needs to slow down, probably.
Good.
So the wind actually does something. Okay. Okay. I hope I don't need that power, but I probably don't. Okay, that's not as far away as I feared. That's good, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, we definitely need topspin here, just for security's sake.
Nice shot.
I don't want the winds smucking this. All right, beautiful. All right, Fitifos today.
Nice shot.
This is almost like a ballet, really. It is a ballet in hell. All right. Uh-oh. Okay, somehow got him. All right. I made the correct evasive maneuver. That's gonna be a hell of a shot from there. That's fine.
Nice shot.
If this lands in the front, it'll stick pretty tight.
Nice.
Green regulation is already like half a victory in itself. Nice -3. That was wicked. That was absolutely hideous. As in hideously good.
Complete.
We might have even more time save if this happens to go perfect first try here. In fact, you want to see the most megalodon play today.
Nice shot. Good. Nice shot.
I didn't want to be in heavy rough, because if I was in normal rough, I might have still had a chance to pursue the second piranha plant. But that's fine. Waluigi can take care of it. And meanwhile, Birdo can probably get to work trying to set off the womp at the end there. I think maybe it's possible.
Okay.
I was hoping for semi there. Big shot.
Shot.
Take it to the limit. I don't know how well I'm aligned though, so this might depend on Waluigi being immaculately placed.
Nice shot.
Bugger.
Nice. Nice shot.
This is where legends are born. I needed the sweets. Okay, okay. All right. Let's try this again, but safer. Even safer. There's a way to speed up this cinematic if you kind of fall in from the side of, from like the rimmed edges that, you know, of the pot there. And then that forces the ball into its, like, you know, its faster rolling animation.
Nice shot.
And that will also include the piranha plant in the process. But you have to be very accurate to pull it off. Like, you're not aiming at the plant anymore. You're basically aiming at the rim.
Okay.
Rough again there, but that's hopefully fine.
Nice shot.
This maybe gives Birdo a better chance to play backup here, who knows? Oh boy.
Nice shot.
What the actual fuck? Kick me while I'm down, will ya?
Nice shot.
That's like beating someone within an inch of their life.
Nice shot.
I got lava rocked.
Good.
Except, well, I didn't teleport afterwards, so that's something at least.
Nice shot.
Is there any way I can maybe consistently not land in rough? Because semi-even would be extremely helpful. See, there we go. We got the semi that time. So that's already huge, because that vastly improves Waluigi's chances of being able to disrupt the Womp at the end.
Nice shot.
In fact, you know what would be crazy is if we actually bounce off the Womp.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Alright, well. Here's what we do then.
Nice shot.
Please carry over the fast fairway. And that's our backup plan.
Nice shot.
Yeah, it feels random, definitely.
Nice shot.
I don't want to do anything stupid, getting pin shots and whatever, so... We're just gonna put this away once and for all here. Well, under an hour for 1 and 2, so... That's cool. But goddamn, that hurt. That hurt. Man, feels like yesterday. Alright, back to this. A lot of time to save here.
How delightful.
No, I needed full hook. I needed the duff. Darn. Knucker dupper. Whoops. There we go. That's what we wanted today.
Nice. Nice on.
That was way too big, but at least we got the ring. Whoa, Daisy up next. Okay. Okay. Almost.
Birdie putt.
Oh yeah, we putting. It's this flag, so it's definitely a little harder. But if it's the center flag, then usually I have a good chance of getting one birdie out of it. A la birdos. Because then the putt's only like 6 meters rather than 11. Alright, now for this nonsense.
Nice shot.
See if I can get Crater Raider and Block Party first try. That would be splendid.
Nice shot.
Now that we actually have something going that didn't get totally destroyed by Starlight Starbright. So that was cool. This is on the upper end. I might have missed one here.
Nice.
That's fine.
Okay. Nice shot.
Which flag is this again? Oh, it's that flag. Good. Alright, that could have been bad if it was center.
Nice shot. Nice on.
And yet again, Daisy just eagles this and then proceeds to bore the game. That is correct. That is another Japanese edition. It's the duff noises. Alright. Anyway. Back to our regularly scheduled rain attack, where I proceed to overhit the shit out of this. But I get one of them. And of course it has to be the center one. So yeah, we're sending you back.
Nice shot.
Because Daisy can escape anything, for all I care.
Nice shot. Okay.
Somehow Wally is the one that has to be the victim of sorts.
Nice shot. Okay. Nice shot.
Careful. Actually, Daisy's not going to reach it, so I'm just going to send Birdo immediately. I'll let Daisy dig herself out. I'll let Daisy go back and get it. There we go.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
I want it that way.
Birdie putt. Complete.
Can I get one twofer?
Nice.
Can I get one? Ugh. Disgusting. Maybe this is the one. Nah, it's so tight. That's fine. By actually intentionally scuffing the tee shot, by intentionally going with 3 irons, I'll have more room to come to get him this way. So this is fine actually.
Nice shot. Good.
There we go. We're looking at some decent time saving though, if you know, once I succeed here, so. I want to go as far as I can safely here. Because those rings on the right are pretty well out of the way. Why am I deliberating so long? Just go. Oh, because we can get a twofer. A Lamau. Okay. That's cool.
Okay. Nice on.
And then Wally can just continue doing things the lazy way.
Nice shot. Excellent.
So that makes one of them.
Birdie putt.
This is probably short too, but whatever. Nah, it's just difficult aim. There we go.
Birdie putt.
So this is about even, actually. I keep forgetting how long it takes to finish the hole.
Nice shot. Okay.
Stay in bounds. There we go. Good. Feels so familiar. Because, yeah, I literally just did all this yesterday. At least this second half.
Nice shot.
Two-player was the prior week, and then single player was only 2 weeks prior. Nice and straight. It's good. I want topspin, but that's okay. These still run shitloads. In fact, I'm gonna backspin this one.
Complete.
Very good.
Nice.
Alright, so I think I know how to optimize this one a little better than before. That's fine. We don't go all the way here. Because I don't want to have to force Birdo to contort to a draw again. So that's fine. And then this is probably about fine here. Beautiful.
Nice shot.
So now Birdo is virtually optimized.
Nice on.
And then Waluigi is basically optimized.
Okay. Pin shot. Nice on.
And then Daisy. I think I went a little too far with her.
Nice shot. Nice.
Okay, still met the primary objective, so we're good. It's very lofty to expect to actually get, you know, 3 birdies out of this.
Birdie putt. Birdie putt.
And at speed, nonetheless.
Complete.
Ah, yes, right, this fun one.
Nice.
AKA Metal Yoshi Signature Shuriken Hall. We are definitely not doing this one as intended.
Nice shot. Nice.
Or maybe just maybe they actually respect us.
Nice shot.
I could have played Birdo a little more safely there, but that's fine. We have an entire extra shot, so this is okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's over 500. Across 108 holes. Oh yeah, we'll just do this safely.
Nice shot.
It always feels slightly different each time. So Birdo's the only one that's really in any peril here.
Nice shot.
It's this flag. Do not prefer it, but that's good.
Nice shot. Pin shot.
Clean as hell.
Nice on.
Holy fuck, I actually have a shot.
Nice shot.
So yeah, Birdo's kind of awesome. Birdo's kind of clutch sometimes with her loft.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Birdie putt.
That's fine. Yeah, we all agree in reg, so it's good.
Birdie putt.
That's the reward for doing things the unintended way.
Complete.
Oh, bloody hell. You know what? I'm gonna try something.
Nice shot. Good.
Now we can all play further up.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Up slope, please.
Nice on.
You know, about that, I would, but the problem is that their behavior seems to totally break down in doubles mode.
Nice.
Otherwise, that would be really interesting.
Nice on. Birdie putt.
This is gonna be short, but whatever. I'm too lazy to go up to a middle.
Birdie putt. Birdie putt.
Major time save.
Complete. Nice shot. Nice shot.
And then Wally just does any percent because the other two take care of these rings easily. And with good enough shots, I can actually get under green. I can actually still get green and red with everybody.
Nice shot.
All right, that's fine. The primary objective is rings, of course.
Nice shot.
So at least Birdo has a chance.
Nice shot.
I just realized I didn't have an optimal lie, so I can't play the full low shot. There we go.
Nice.
So it really doesn't matter. The penalties for being one off are not severe. And I'm not reaching the green anyway, so there was really no stakes.
Nice shot.
There were really no stakes.
Excellent. Nice shot.
There is actually wind now, but it's still not strong enough for me to care.
Nice shot.
I do need to sink this one because I needed an extra shot.
Birdie putt. Birdie putt. Complete.
I need to keep track because I need to know who goes first. Or maybe I'll force Waluigi to go first. 202. Because I'm gonna have him go for a twofer. 212. I don't want to leave him too far behind, but... Okay, perfect. Although that lie's not great, but... It's fine, because he has high impact, so he can still salvage something. This might actually work. Beauty. And then I'm just gonna send Daisy. Why not? She'll be the easiest character to do that with. This is gonna be a little aggro, but who cares? One mark less would have been great, because I would have landed short of the green. Well, that's fine. She has 2 entire putts. So she's safe and easy. Plus 3% is of no concern. This is stopping dead anyway. Nice free middle though, so I'm cool with that. I do gotta sync things. Should be fairly trivial though.
Complete.
Ah, right. I still don't remember the optimal way for this, but I don't care. There's some way to play one of those first 2 rings and then go through the third one with the same character, but I'm not concerned.
Nice shot. Okay.
It's probably, you know, 10 or so seconds at most.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
I'm gonna opt on the side of control here. At least for that shot. The rest of them we can play a little bit lower here. Because we're getting into the low irons.
Nice shot.
Which will carry more confidently. And they kind of need to be lowered anyway.
Complete.
Alright, optimal Daisy. Beauty.
Nice shot.
Cactus. Any percent.
Nice shot.
Go, go, go.
Nice shot.
The, do all the rain attacks with one less character challenges have really, kind of helped me give me confidence to be able to do shortcuts like this. It was a good exercise. Although I sadly was never able to complete the 2-player rain attack solo challenge.
Nice on.
Far and away the hardest of them all. It was basically in the format of multiplayer rain attack, but Wario does absolutely nothing. Or Wario gets 0 rings or something like that. That was a fun series.
Nice shot.
Although, of course, the hardest one of all would definitely be 1-player rain attack, but nobody gets any rings.
Birdie putt. Complete.
More time saves. I think it's because of that cactus hole. I remember getting stuck on that one, so... Yeah, and then I think it was Spy Fox that actually ended up being able to execute the route for... It was whatever that one Lakitu 9-hole one is. Oh, I'm a dumbass. This is where Waluigi's supposed to go, but this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Because Wally can be back up here, whatever.
Nice shot.
And then Birdo can just, I don't know, float on or whatever. Yeah, if Daisy gets this, then great, but if not, that's what the other two are for. And she got him. Holy shit, okay. What a workhorse. Ah, but tragedy. Birdo has to go anyway. I somehow outdrove everybody with Waluigi. I don't know how that happened. But that's fine.
Nice shot.
That means once again he can freeload.
Nice on.
-3 is kind of nice here, actually. Otherwise, I had to plan for backspin. Oh yeah, approach. That's right, because Birdo couldn't quite make it.
Birdie putt.
Freeloader birdie. Always nice to see. All right. Operation Craterator. Craterator. Asua.
Nice shot.
We're gonna send Daisy deep for this. I want to increase my chances even further. There we go. That's what I like to see today. Birdo can just chill at this pivot point here. And then Wally's got a slightly tricky job. Max Wind makes this a little trickier than it would be otherwise, but...
Nice shot.
I thought I would go a little bit more of the way of the sword, but maybe I can still do something.
Nice shot.
Absolutely amazing. And approach distance to boot. Okay, so Waluigi kicked ass there. Very good. Oh, this wind. Okay. Think now.
Nice.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was the right decision, but that's the decision I made, so that's what we're going with. That might have been the clutch correct mistake. Was a slice there.
Nice shot.
I am making all the correct mistakes, apparently. This is a good flag.
Shot.
Yeah, because we can just come in hard here. That is scary.
Oh no.
I had a strange feeling something like that would happen. That was probably hit too hard anyway.
Nice shot.
Okay, same idea here. Except maybe I can improve Wally's a little bit. Somehow.
Nice shot.
Still slightly problematic, but... Looks like once again I can salvage something here. giant RNG.
Nice shot.
Damn it. This is why I want to have an aggressive drive,
Nice shot.
so that Daisy has a much better we have a much better chance of hitting that deep crater there.
Nice shot.
And for Birdo, I actually want to give her a bit of space here, perhaps.
Nice shot.
Maybe this will work. Oh shit again. Okay. Let's see.
Nice shot.
Well, that's damning.
Nice shot.
I gotta figure out how to keep Wally out of trouble, because I got lucky those first 2 times.
Nice shot.
I have to wonder what the intended route is.
Nice shot.
Let's try something like this where maybe I have a little more space. Let's see if I can pull this off. Okay, yeah, I like this a lot.
Nice shot.
But pray tell, how do you do that with all 3 with unstar characters? Pray tell.
Nice.
that might be accurate though, if I'm gonna be honest. I like this. I like this.
Okay.
Uh-oh. That I don't like. Fuck. Even Daisy has her limits. That's why you always add backspin. I forgot to add backspin. That's why you always add backspin. God, this is only the second hole. Ugh. So this is gonna eat away into the time save I have for PCG. That's unfortunate.
Nice shot.
There's a shit ton of time save in 4-player though, so I'm not discouraged yet.
Nice shot.
Hopefully that's deep enough. This better be.
Nice shot.
I wonder if maybe the backspin was the mistake there, because that caused me to bounce too far. Ugh.
Nice shot.
And this is my safe route too.
Nice shot.
But yeah, I'm just getting roasted alive here.
Nice shot.
This is why you need to go as deep as possible here, so that then you have the room to draw this back.
Nice shot.
There's a reason for everything I do here. There's a reason for absolutely everything. Just in case this somehow doesn't go in, I at least have a resource where I can Shoryuken it. But I didn't have to do that, thankfully, so we're good there. Alright, let's try to prevent that trapped nonsense from happening again. That's why we do backspin. I should have probably done super if I could have helped it, but this is fine. It's an approach wedge. Oh crap, I'm gonna have to do that iffy putt again, aren't I?
Nice shot.
Alright, there we go. That's a more sensible putt. Get me the fuck out of here.
Complete.
Now I'm gonna have to do these two. Actually, I'm gonna be behind overall now. Yikes.
Nice shot. Okay.
Nice tree bounce. I like it. And then this is a conservative shot here. And then we'll just do any percent for Wally here. Because I can't afford to have 3 different risks that I'm managing. I want to mitigate as many of these as possible.
Nice shot.
Oh, that still bit like a mofo. Okay, we're just letting this go.
Nice shot.
Not messing around here. I'm already lost enough time.
Nice shot. Birdie putt.
Not trying to whip a putt out of my ass from something like that.
Complete.
Okay.
Nice shot. Good.
So that's the easy one.
Nice shot. Nice.
Whether it's on fairway or not, I don't care. But the person who has the worst lie is going to be the one that'll be sent to the planet.
Nice shot.
And then the other 2 will set up for the final reigns. So it looks like Birdo's the one that's going to be the chosen one here.
Nice shot.
Topspin would have been maybe, perhaps. Actually, I think we can make that work.
Nice shot.
Keep this safe.
Nice. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Yeah, Daisy and Waluigi got this covered, so I think I'm good here. Guess, yeah, we'll find that out here soon enough now, won't we?
Okay. Nice shot. Nice on.
Hey, Lamau. And now Waluigi can fly to victory.
Nice shot. Nice on.
Why is that going so damn far?
Birdie putt.
Good enough.
Birdie putt.
Should be easy. Alright, we'll make this up in PCG. From the looks of it, it's a decently long split, so hopefully that's the case. Okay. Oh yeah, Badlands split. Holy shit, that looks like a nightmare, so that'll be an even better opportunity.
Nice shot.
Fungus among us.
Nice shot.
There we go.
Nice shot.
Just so we don't go too far here.
Nice. Okay. Complete. Nice.
All right, we send out Daisy, pivot to the farthest corner possible. That'll put her in immaculate position for those rings. And then Birdo goes here. For that set. And then Wally gets this set.
Nice shot.
The mushroom route is only for Bowser.
Nice shot. Good. Nice shot.
Perk this up a little bit. Very effective front there.
Nice.
Good enough. There was potential. The lie was a little weird.
Nice shot.
We land a little short, and when the backspin does its thing, we will be very close. That was a little too much. Should have just stuck with a one-frame hook, probably, if I wanted to do something like that.
Complete.
Okay. Ah, right. This nonsense. Alright. Time for the delicious, as intended route.
Nice shot.
Because this hole has been giving me so many problems for absolutely no reason. So, I'm just have this new novel idea.
Nice shot.
That's a minor issue, but... This flag, okay. So how do I wanna... Ooh. Idea today. We'll pivot from this side. Yeah.
Nice shot.
Exactly as intended. All right. Well, that's going to be our backup plan for that.
Nice shot.
rock somehow. Okay.
Nice shot.
I think we have plenty of options here, so we'll just do that. One less thing to worry about. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not the worst thing. Yeah, because we gotta save Birdo. Ugh, that is so much decrements. Alright, so I gotta save both of them. Oh boy. Okay, that's one.
Nice shot.
Yes!
Birdie.
This is by far the harder pin of the two, so definitely as intended. All right, now for some.
Nice shot.
Uh-oh, am I gonna hit this mushroom? That's, yeah, I think Daisy's out of commission, so we're just gonna have to leave it to these two. This hole's still a pain in the ass.
Nice shot. Okay. Nice.
Okay, good. We seem to be past the problem spot.
Nice shot.
And backspin probably will increase my chances of being safe. Okay. Fuck it.
Nice shot.
Yeah, there's nowhere else to go, so whatever. But then there could have been the glorious chance of catching the fast fairway and getting right to the green anyway. That would have been kind of awesome. No more backspin. I'm just hoping this doesn't land like super short, but it won't. Nice tight 8.
Nice shot.
Similar idea here. Please do not pin shot. I've suffered enough.
Complete.
All right, recovery. I think I might have to use Wally as backup here, but let's see what happens.
Okay. Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice.
Nice teamwork. All right.
Good.
Here and back again.
Nice shot. Nice.
So Birdo's going to be the one that might have to struggle here. The other two can seek birdie.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Although if I can get her on a clean upslope, then that'll improve my chances a lot.
Nice shot.
Alright, we'll compromise here since Wally just didn't have the greatest lie in the world. Uh-oh. Okay. So that is a mildly... Okay, well this just killed it outright. Ugh, fuck. Well, thankfully I have 20 minutes. Okay.
Nice shot.
That might still get him anyway.
Okay.
That shot is actually more generous than it looks.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
My plan for Waluigi was to just do a giant putt and hope to God that I got somewhere close, but that was definitely a troublesome situation too.
Nice shot.
Better lie this time, so I actually have options now. This flag, okay. I'm gonna try something a little different here.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Careful now.
Nice.
That might be a problem, so I might have to burn a shot, because Daisy won't have an address.
Nice shot. Good.
Okay.
Nice.
Part of the problem too is Birdo needs to get up and down from here, which is tough in its own right. But that's insanely clean. Wally's got a clean-ass route here.
Nice shot. Nice on.
Somehow able to climb all that way up. That's kind of crazy. And kind of cool.
Nice shot.
Oh, apparently I'm still on the green. The fuck?
Oh no.
That should not have broken as much as it did.
Nice shot.
This hole can be a challenge in its own right, but I've been usually good at it, so...
Nice shot.
Yeah, kind of. I've had a couple of chokes with her. Notably on Crater Raider.
Nice shot.
Unfortunate, but that'd be the reality.
Nice shot. Nice.
Yeah, Birdo's angle there is better, so we'll do that.
Nice shot.
That's why we allow plenty of space. I don't want to subject Waluigi to quite the same pressure. I think he has a cleaner angle from here. In spite of the lie, he should be able to get a high 3-wood there comfortably. This should be fine. In fact, this should be really good.
Nice on.
And this should also be fine. For similar reasons.
Nice on.
Alright, we're gonna steer this away safely. Nice fairway bunker wall thingy. That was absolutely not on purpose.
Nice shot. Birdie putt.
Holy Christicles.
Birdie putt.
Alright. Now on to the one hole that I actually failed at on the 3-player run is this one. But I made up for it by getting a high with Wally, so it was all good. And this is looking like a similar story here, but let's see.
Nice shot. Good. Nice on.
Yeah, this is definitely just literally a get good hole, which is unfortunate.
Nice shot.
Yeah, this is a hole that definitely has been the subject of legend. Very similar shot to the Hayo, in fact. That did not break. Okay, lol.
Birdie putt.
All right, thankfully the next hole's easy.
Complete.
We have breathing room.
Nice.
I want to try not to land in the shadows, but maybe I ended up doing so anyway.
Okay.
Okay, no, that's actually like absolutely perfect, kind of, sort of.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Why do I do this? It's fine. There's so much room for contingency here. It's honestly kind of stunning. And in case I somehow miss this, one of the others can get it.
Nice shot. Nice.
And that just leaves Wally with his good impact. So we're actually able to do something. And better still, this might be just enough RNG to bounce through the bridge.
Nice on.
Wow, 8 feet away, A. Lamau. Or actually, that's more like 9, but whatever. It's kind of awesome.
Nice shot.
I need a backspin, but this is okay.
Nice shot.
Oh boy, okay.
Birdie putt. Complete.
Alright, here comes the buck party. So let's see here. How about we try
Nice.
Insanity.
Okay.
Where am I? Oh, okay. That was kind of awesome. All right. And then we have...
Nice shot.
Good spot. Okay. Now it's time for Wally to knock down the first wall.
Nice shot. Good.
Beauty. Well, one of us does gotta go down here, so... Shit. Okay, change of plans. And we're gonna back this the fuck up.
Shot. Good.
Hopefully that works.
Nice shot.
Hopefully that's tight enough. Well, this is tight, but I think
Nice shot.
I wanted to add a slight bit of fade, but I think... Yeah, that's about as good as I can do. And it gives me space to chip, so... Oh yeah, that's right, Wally's got it. Okay.
Nice.
So I can literally just bail Daisy here. And then I can just use the slope to my advantage here.
Nice shot.
Oh boy, okay.
Nice shot.
Yes, Birdo! That is how we party with the blocks today. More recovery. And under 2 hours for the first 3. Nice, okay. So now we have stuff, and menuing, please. Okay. Back to more familiar territory.
Nice shot.
Yeah, those frickin' bricks were really giving me trouble. Yeah, Craterator and whatever that bricks one is called, those gave me way too much trouble. And the problem is they're time consuming, so... Yeah, and then we'll have Birdo take care of that high one. That's what she's good at.
Nice shot.
That was an insane save at Block Party, good lord. Let's give Birdo a break.
Shot.
But I'll also have to find a way to give Daisy a break at some point. But now's not the time. Because her draw is much too valuable.
On. Nice shot.
Yeah, and that was after just beating the other ones. Uh-oh. Okay. I didn't totally think about my position, but this is okay. This hole's easy.
Nice shot. Birdie putt.
Nice.
Birdie putt.
Yeah, I'm a speedrunner, so hopefully it would stand that I'm decent at this. Alright, we're gonna do the...
Nice shot.
Okay, Slice is gonna ruin that one. Actually, no. Not ruined. Okay. And then we have... And then we have this. That might or might... Okay. I'm just gonna do this to be safe, because I'm not 100% sure if Wario actually can cleanly go through that.
Okay.
So that's fine. Give Birdo a break here.
Nice shot. Nice on.
Yeah. Yeah, Hundo runs in general have gotten pretty good viewership, so...
Nice shot.
This could basically be considered the Hundo for Rain Attack.
Birdie putt.
Alright. I like how the difficulty curve just kind of, you know, swoops up and then zoop, and then swoops up and then zoop, and then swoops up and then zoop. But each of those peaks get larger than the previous. Alright, this lovely hole. Okay, so how many of these can I clear for Wario? Still got the first three. Okay, that's awesome. Alright, so... in terms of all that...
Nice shot.
Alright, fall down, please. Yeah, there we go.
Nice shot.
Hopefully we can get a few more of these. There we go. And then maybe Bird will try to get at least one more of these.
Nice shot.
Hopefully at least one.
Okay.
Okay, that should be enough for Wario to plow through the rest.
Nice shot.
Although, unfortunately, the lie I gave to him was not that great, but everyone else did the minimum that they needed to there to help him out, so I consider that a win still. And as it stands, I really don't know a better way to optimize that for 4 players.
Nice shot.
I think maybe if I can somehow get even more rings with everyone else and then send Wario just that little bit further, then he'll have a better chance.
Nice shot.
But that lie is so severe that he just loses a lot of carry. Even after a higher shot. But maybe. The hook.
Birdie putt. Birdie putt.
Oh well, 3 birdies is good.
Birdie putt. Complete. Nice.
Don't want to go too far here, because I want to still have room to hit, you know, any one of these other ones is necessary.
Nice shot.
Nice and low. Nice and low, nice and fast.
Nice.
That way I can give Wally room to hit the higher one, if he needs to.
Nice shot.
Everyone's got their role here.
Nice.
And then Daisy is much closer, so she has the room to get the lower one. Thankfully, the last set is 2 pairs of concentric rings, so that does allow 2 players to just pursue the green directly. Which is nice. Wario on these weird slopes. That is a minor issue. Oh, god damn it, Wario.
Nice shot.
The hook was what really did that in.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Yeah, Waluigi's gonna be much better equipped to get that lower one, so this works. I hit Daisy a little too firm. I'm not quite as awkward of a spot there at that time, so that works out better.
Nice shot.
Nice upslope here.
Nice shot.
Allows Birdo to get that in spite of having a driver in hand. So yeah, this is losing time now, but fine. Wario's not in the best position for this, so let's just send him this way here. Offspin's a little aggro. Yeah. Okay. Ah, how convenient.
Nice shot. Okay. Nice.
There we go.
Nice shot. Good.
Land short, beauty.
Nice on.
And no more left.
Nice shot.
All the time save's going to be in the final eighth. That's where all the time save is. So I just gotta hang on.
Birdie putt. Birdie putt.
In particular, I remember Thwomp Basket Goals taking like a good 30 minutes, so that's where a bunch of time save is just going to be right there and then. Alright, time for 2 first.
Nice shot. Good.
Oh, I still got it anyway. Wow. Okay.
Nice
Cool by me.
on.
1 mile an hour is hardly enough to do anything.
Nice.
And then we just any percent the other 2.
Nice
Hey,
shot.
Lamau.
Nice on. Nice shot. Nice on.
Good enough.
Birdie putt. Birdie putt. Birdie putt. Complete.
Daisy doesn't have to hit far here, so I won't have her do that. Good enough. Wario and Birdo gotta go the furthest.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Good.
Nice shot.
Good.
Nice shot.
Good. Oh, okay, change of plans. Uh-oh. Alright, might have to send one of these a little out of their way, but thankfully this hole's generous.
On. Nice shot.
Slice is not great, but okay.
Nice shot. Nice on.
Alright, minor correction.
Nice shot. Birdie putt. Birdie putt. Complete.
Alright, the great plan today.
Nice shot.
Am I positioned? Well, I think so.
Nice shot.
We're gonna give Daisy all the gold here. Although this shot is definitely better suited to Bowser, but Daisy can pull it off too.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Meow.
Nice on.
I'm gonna do something a little different with this one, just to be on the safe side.
Nice on.
Let's do this. Give Daisy one less thing to worry about. Holy shit, that ran 30 yards, no joke. It's crazy.
Nice shot. Nice on. Birdie putt.
Alright, all greens in reg, but got a little careless with Wally there, but that's okay.
Birdie putt. Birdie putt. Complete.
One more here. Oh yeah, this one's not bad. Hook this in place. Ooh, I know what I can do. Maybe.
Nice shot. Good. Good. Nice shot. Okay. Nice shot. Excellent.
A low 3-wood. Damn, that is loft. Good enough. Man, it still rolls like the Dickens. Yeah.
Nice shot. Pin shot.
Had to make sure, but looks like it.
Birdie
Looks
putt.
good. Alright, in spite of the accidental route change at the creek hole, time save. We're all gonna pivot here just beyond this cactus. And then whatever rains we get, whatever rains we get.
Nice shot.
Why Wally's always given a 3-wood, I don't know.
Nice shot.
Well, it is still quite a thing to see.
Nice shot.
Hopefully that's enough loft.
Good.
Okay. Not that much, but we'll be fine.
Nice on. Nice shot. Okay. Nice on. Nice shot. Nice. Nice.
Still got the green, okay. Pretty awesome.
Birdie putt. Birdie putt. Birdie putt.
Now's the time for loads of cooperation.
Nice shot.
I probably don't get the top one now.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice shot.
Oh god, that's sensitive. Okay. Alright, whatever. Not a big deal.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
I know I missed one, but... I have a spare shop with at least one player, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna do it here and now then. And in fact, I was gonna say he might have been able to do something useful. Okay. But now it's just about survival for him at that point, so that's fine. We'll pivot Birdo a little further out to act as backup. If Wario can get one of these, great. If not, then at least he survives. Hopefully I land short, because I lost more distance than I intended. And that was actually good. Okay. So which one did he get? The bottom one. Excellent. Okay. I'm cool with that. Daisy might get both of the top ones. That's incredibly good.
Nice on. Nice shot. Nice shot. Good.
That's why we work as a team here.
Nice on. Birdie putt. Birdie putt.
Alright, so we definitely had to shift around plans there, but still got 2 birdies out of it. That's cool.
Nice shot.
Perfect.
Nice shot.
Hopefully I perked that up just enough. That's fine.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Ha! Fair enough. Alright, anyways, so... we're gonna try a most egregious twofer here.
Nice shot.
Hope this works.
Good. Okay. Nice shot. Nice.
Okay, well, at least I got one of them. Crap, okay, Daisy's gonna have to get that one, so...
Nice shot.
that's fine.
Nice on.
Even though she doesn't have a perfect lie herself, but... at least she's better equipped for this. Okay, we're going off the deep end here.
Nice shot.
A lot of bite there still.
Pin shot. Birdie putt.
Mitigate the bad luck Birdo. Alright, that's good information. her sacrifice was much appreciated, because that gave Daisy a better putt. I still gotta do Valley Tornado, so if I get that first try, though, we have delicious time save. This feels like a hole I would have redone at least once.
Nice.
Beautiful backspin. Alright. For this.
Nice shot.
The rotund swing of sorts.
Nice.
Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Indeed. We're gonna nudge a slight fade onto this just to improve the chances even more.
Nice.
We'll give Birdo a smaller target here. A Lamau.
Nice shot.
+1's good. Makes the slice sting less. Perfect. I don't like this flag, but it is what it is.
Nice shot. Nice
Hit the brakes!
Nice shot.
Rawr. Fuck the rules. Alright. Nice flat putt.
Complete.
Alright, final 8. Oh boy, oh boy.
Nice shot.
Alright, we might need backup because I hit that a little high. But at least Daisy's got a good position there, so let's see. Wario does a thing like...
Nice shot. Okay.
Hopefully,
Nice shot. Nice.
final 8th, yeah. This needs to slow the hell down. But that's fine, we got the rings. Now I just hope that Waluigi has a pretty good shot, okay.
Nice shot.
Yeah, so technically, 12 challenges.
Nice shot.
12 challenges remain. Because more of them are skewed towards one player. Leaving 72 to be doled upon the other things of the sort. You get where I'm going. As you can see, we have enormous potential for time save in Badlands.
Complete.
Alright, but one thing at a time though. Seagulls. We must clear the seagulls.
Nice. Nice shot.
This will hopefully keep the shot at bay here.
Okay.
Haha! Yeah, tell me about it. Alright. Excellent.
Nice shot. Nice.
Bad luck Birdo, but okay, we have multiple shots. Alright, so if we do something like this, that will provide some relief for Birdo.
Okay.
Delicious. And then Daisy can do a crazy thing.
Nice shot.
No, Daisy cannot do a crazy thing. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, because Wally didn't even need the help. God damn it. I'm so stupid. Okay, we gotta see what Daisy's shot looks like. And this is the shitty flag, too.
Okay.
Gee, I wonder what shot Daisy has. Yep, absolutely none. God damn it. Okay.
Nice shot.
I am such an idiot. Should have just sent Daisy to the green immediately.
Nice shot.
But the rest of my plan was foolproof. I just needed to not aim as far.
Okay.
And then we're still good. And then for this one... Ugh, not hook, but backspin's the plan. Although Birdo's still fine. What am I kidding? We're just gonna do some Jankopolis Wario shenanigans.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, because Daisy's in rough and she's a ways back, so no sense doing anything stupid. Even though I almost did again. Okay, crudsicles.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
This is fine. Daisy's gonna have a long trip, and Wally's in rough, but otherwise everyone else is fine. Beautiful bounce.
Nice shot.
Alright, we're slowing the fuck down. That was absolutely delicious. Even Wario's kind of got a short end of a stick here. How did that miss? But that fell inside, didn't it? Oh, I'm so mad. Damn fucking seagulls.
Nice shot. Good. Nice shot. Nice shot. Okay.
Alright, I think that's fine. There we go. We're gonna manipulate this so that topspin does not dig me further down. Instead, it'll resist the slope. There we go. There we go. That's more like it.
Nice shot. Good. Nice shot.
There's only so much Daisy can do. Other than get as close as possible.
Nice shot.
There we go.
Nice. shot.
Alright, we made it past the bad part. Okay. Good enough for me?
Nice shot. Nice shot.
I am going to lose quite a bit of time now, because Whale's point of view takes a while, but at least the other hole is easy. At least the fourth hole's easy. And then, yeah, we got birdie chance for that, so that's fine. It's reassuring when the longest putt is 4.5 feet. Yeah, time loss is inevitable here.
Complete.
Goddamn seagulls. There we go. It is that time.
Nice shot.
Any percent?
Nice shot.
And any percent.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice.
Easy. Okay.
Nice shot.
Alright, we are going to go over here and Shoryuken this. Because I am... If there's anything I am a legit professional at, it's doing things the intended way. I did not mean to blow your mind, but that happens to me all the time.
Nice shot. Nice on. Nice
This is how much faith I have in my team here.
Nice shot. Okay.
Hopefully this doesn't go too deep. Although Wario has a ginormous fade, so I have faith that we will survive. Okay, this is fine actually,
Okay. Nice.
because I got a little too close to these rings. Thank God I didn't mash my thumb into the A button again.
Nice shot.
I don't know if topspin's too extreme, but we'll see here.
Birdie putt.
Alright, so... 9-foot putt. Not even.
Complete.
Okay, this next hole's pretty standard, so let's get it on.
Wow! Dark! Honey!
that is absolute perfection.
Nice shot.
Wario and Wario alone day. At this point, I don't even care where the hell I put Waluigi because Daisy is in such a perfect position. I really don't care. Like, Daisy just, like, totally cleans up that right side. You literally cannot hit to a better spot.
Nice shot.
And then Birdo's the better candidate to hit out a bunker like that. And then any rings Waluigi hits would just be collateral damage. Of course. Okay.
Nice on. Nice shot. Nice on. Nice shot. Good.
Where Daisy lands, I do not give a shit. In fact, because my lack of shits is so enormous.
Birdie putt.
There we go. And I have 2 putts from here.
Birdie putt.
And 2 putts from here. This hole's easy. It was just those goddamn seagulls.
Complete.
And this split does not leave a lot of room for time save from the looks of it, so gotta do our best here.
How delightful.
Nice shot. Good. Good.
I somehow got one of them. Okay, that should work. Yeah, Wario's too good for these rings.
Nice shot.
One less thing to worry about.
Nice on. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Slightly awkward here, but... Ooh, I have a plan, a fancy plan. This should make my followers nervous. Okay, that's not bad. That's literally straight. That's not bad. This is not the flag I prefer by a long shot, but we'll be okay. And then Daisy's got the final ring.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Just for a little insurance there.
Birdie putt.
That was a very rotund putt. A little too firmly struck. Otherwise good.
Complete.
Alright, good enough there. Oh, this awful hole. Alright, oh yeah, I remember now. Hopefully this carries enough. If not, we're kind of in trouble. Well, that's why I do the risky shot first. Okay. There we go. A little safer here, maybe this way.
Nice shot.
Absolutely delicious. Okay. Hope I didn't overcorrect this. I think we're okay still. Birdo can hit nice and high as needed.
Nice.
Okay, good.
Nice shot. Good.
Fine. That's Daisy's ring, so we'll let her get that. But now Waluigi must survive. Good.
Nice shot.
Good. Thankfully, didn't get too close there. Because Daisy's an absolute unit.
On.
Back up, back up. Oh, Lord. This game is the gift that keeps on giving sometimes.
Birdie putt.
That's like...
Complete.
If we were to clip that, we should call it Sag 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 and see if anyone gets it.
Nice shot.
Probably, yeah. We haven't had one of those in a while, have we?
Nice shot.
It does fulfill all the criteria. It's weird, it's spontaneous, and it's successful. Yeah, that literally fits all the criteria.
Nice shot. Nice.
Alright, Waluigi cooking with gas. We are awesome. We are good to go. But just in case I need some kind of backup for any reason... might as well take advantage of it. Give Daisy a little bit of a relaxation here because she's got a hard enough shot here.
Nice.
Please don't land on the fast fairway, or I'm kind of mucked.
Nice on.
Perfect. Yeah, this hole's easy. This hole's nice and easy.
Nice on. Nice shot.
I like these holes that are kind of like little breathers.
Excellent. Birdie putt.
Short somehow, but good.
Birdie putt. Birdie putt. Complete. Nice shot. Good.
All right, good flexibility here today. This hole is easy as long as you don't do anything stupid.
Okay.
It should be possible to get birdies with everyone.
Nice shot. Good.
But I do delight in taking the occasional shortcut.
Nice shot.
I gotta remember that the tops of these chain chomp posts are fairways, so maybe take advantage of that if I need to. Oh, that is absolutely god tier. Okay, what next?
Nice shot.
Really? As long as they didn't do anything stupid. Okay.
Nice shot.
Wario is way too goddamn slippery. Alright, fine, fine. We'll just do...
Nice shot.
Ugh.
Okay. Nice shot. Good. Nice shot.
Los Cayucos! Away! There we go. Full Spanish. Alright.
Nice shot. Okay.
Apparently chain links might be intangible. That's nice.
Nice shot. Nice.
All the pivoting, all the leverage today. Well, Daisy can't go very far, so this is okay.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Good.
I think I can.
Nice.
All the risk and all the reward today.
Nice shot.
Honestly, I don't know how much reward there is, but whatever, it's just fun. Whatever makes things easier for everyone else.
Nice shot. Nice on. Nice shot. Nice approach.
Delicious. Good.
Putt. Birdie putt.
Well, is this gonna now come down to whether I can get Thwomp basket goals? I guess so. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Nice shot.
All right, we'll pivot Daisy out here. We'll let some of the others do what they do best here. Because the headwind is definitely foreboding, trying to go to the other area there.
Nice shot.
I'll definitely have that in mind if it doesn't look good for Chain Link or Thwomp Basket. This other two, I really don't care.
Nice shot.
I think I might still be able to make it here. If not, then rough is totally fine. We'll just cross over and get any rings that remain. So that's totally fine. Wario, however, is excellent at this whole deal.
Nice shot.
Wow, that's a strong tree. Alright.
Nice shot. Nice on.
I am kind of sort of a dumbass. Alright, let's see here.
Nice shot.
How did I miss that one? Yeah, how did I miss that one? Irritating.
Nice shot.
Oh, irritating.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Maybe I'll have Waluigi in a better position this time. There we go. He'll be able to get anything that Wario doesn't. In fact, if I'm thinking about it,
Nice shot. Okay. Okay.
yeah, so there is one that's left there. Okay. So Waluigi does need to do something about this, which is a little bit annoying.
Nice shot. Good.
Hopefully I didn't screw myself, but okay.
Nice shot. Nice on.
Okay. No problem.
Nice shot.
No problem here. And whatever problem we do have, we just chip.
Nice shot.
Boy, that's going to all the wrong places there. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. There we go. Don't scare me like that. Why does that throw so frickin' much? How does this miss? Oh, it went inside. Of course it did. So irritating. You know what? I'm gonna try... No. That's stupid. That's very stupid.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Okay. I think I know what I need to do to set up Waluigi better. Perhaps. I actually wanted Waluigi to be kind of closer to where Wario is there, but
Nice shot.
hopefully between the two of them I'll be able to get a bunch of them. Or maybe we just do something like this.
Okay. Nice. Nice shot.
Wow, did I somehow still contact fast fairway from all that? That is... Oh, for God's sake. I forgot about this shit again. Alright, this time, I have a rescue plan. There we go.
Nice shot. Nice on.
For fuck's sake. What am I doing wrong here?
Nice shot.
Trying to figure out which one that is that I missed. It must be that third one. Maybe there's a way to get two of these at once. Yeah, all the ones that I never otherwise struggle at, I'm struggling at now.
Nice shot.
Because I wasted too much time earlier.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Yeah, so Wario needs to get the ones on the left, Waluigi needs to get the ones to the right of that.
Nice shot.
And then Daisy needs to get the far right one.
Nice shot.
There we go. Christ almighty.
Nice shot.
Yeah, this hole should be easy, but I'm making it difficult.
Nice shot.
Besides, this isn't even the hole where I lose all the time. It's Swamp Basket and Chain Links.
Nice shot.
This will still be fine. How erratic this shot can be. Okay. Another more difficult than necessary putt, I'm afraid.
Nice shot.
You really want to be above this. Let's see, don't you frickin' dare go inside on me this time.
Birdie putt. Complete.
I'm not gonna spend half an hour on Swamp Basket again. Now that I actually know how to do this one.
Nice shot. Good. Nice shot.
There we go. Get rid of some of that green screen corruption nonsense.
Nice shot.
Now that the light's changed.
Nice shot.
Absolutely legendary. That helps. Let's see what happens, just out of curiosity. Okay, good. That's why we have a backup.
Nice shot.
Crap.
Nice.
For fuck's sake. It is, but I fucked it up, so... yeah. God. I fucking hate this hole. You have no idea.
Nice shot. Good.
And I probably have like 15 minutes tops to finish this before I'm supposed to be, you know, leaving, so... why do I put myself under such crazy time constraints? Oh, right, because I thought I could PB. That's right.
Nice shot.
Oh, sorry.
Nice shot.
The sunlight is intense.
Nice shot. Good.
Okay, whatever. That might prove to be helpful. Alright, so now we get this one out of the way. Because it's one of the more problematic parts.
Nice shot. Good. Nice.
Beautiful. Okay.
Nice shot. Good. Nice.
Damn, that still couldn't bite enough. Gonna use topspin. Okay.
Nice shot.
Okay, that's fine. Wario had a spare shot. Somehow, for once.
Nice shot.
Alright, you need to bite ASAP.
Nice shot.
Okay, at least I got something off. That's not bad.
Nice shot.
This is definitely kind of a punch, so... that's good. Down and up, so I gotta hit this hard. Boom. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Hit it hard, don't even think, just go. I'm already losing enough time.
Complete.
Okay.
Nice shot. Good.
Perfect.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Gotta figure out what I want to do.
Nice shot. Nice.
Okay, fine.
Nice shot. Okay. Oh, too bad.
Whatever. Okay. I wanted to try to save a shot, but that's okay. That was unwise, perhaps.
Nice shot.
I'm gonna try power, see what happens here. Okay, still safe, and maybe that actually gives me better leverage for those rings on the right.
Shot.
Maybe.
Nice shot. Nice.
Yeah, I was just a total moron. Let's go this way. Let's pivot here. Halfway down. There we go. There we go. Going further gives me much better leverage here.
Nice. Nice shot. Okay.
I like this. Think we're good.
Okay.
Okay. Cool by me.
Nice shot.
Really cool by me.
Nice shot. Nice on. Nice shot.
Hope to God this stops. Oh yeah, I got 2 shots here because I'm awesome. At this point, I'm just gonna keep rolling toothpaste until I get center flag. I don't even care. Okay, there we go. Good enough for me.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Alright, final hole.
Good.
I'm brave enough to aim at the tooth, because I know the wind will do a thing.
Nice.
Fine.
Nice shot.
Don't go much further, dude.
Nice shot. Pin shot.
Fine. That should just be straight, please.
Complete.
Play split, whatever. I was on a different key, but okay.